Hi, I'm Xinn Min and I'm currently studying chemistry in NTU. I'm my final year. So I understand that it's the end of year exams now and some of you might be feeling a little bit stressed and anxious, especially since you have to choose your subject combination. But that is completely understandable. I've been in your shoes 8 years ago and I really know how it feels like. So here are some tips which I hope will be helpful to you. So firstly, something that I've practiced since I was in secondary school all the way till university is to always try to understand what I've been learning instead of blindly memorizing it. So most questions will test your concepts and how well you understand the course materials. So it's definitely more tedious, but eventually you'll find that you'll pay off. I remember how I used to consult my teachers in St. Hilda's when I didn't understand a certain concept, and they were all very willing and very patient, very welcoming, and they were very helpful, and they always cleared my doubts. So if you are willing to take the first step to consult your teachers, I'm sure they'll be more than willing to help you. It sounds like something really obvious, but do not avoid studying subjects or topics just because you are bad at them or you don't like them. So it's always easier to study something that you are good at or something that you are interested in, but it's the topics or subjects that you are lacking behind in that you have to put in more effort. So this was one of my bad habits in secondary school. For me, I didn't like writing Chinese essays and I only wrote them I really needed to. So I barely put in any effort for my Chinese compositions. So one day I realized that in order to do well in my O-levels Chinese, I had to put in the effort to practice and to write essays. So I started reading sample essays and I started practicing them as often as I could. So my efforts paid off and I managed to achieve a better than expected grade in my O-level Chinese. So the more you feel like you're lacking behind in a certain subject, it's a sign to you that you should be putting in more effort for that particular subject or topic. So it might not be easy and you might feel like giving up at times, but don't. Face the problem head on and put in the effort and you'll find that you will eventually clear. Also, it will be good if you find our own learning style. Some people study best alone, others prefer studying in a group. Some people find it more effective to write out what they have learned, others prefer to verbally say it out, and different people study better at different times of the day too. So ultimately your goal is the O-level, so take your time, don't be afraid to experiment with different study methods and to find out which works best for you. And lastly, in the midst of all the studying, don't forget to play hard as well. Take some time off after a hard day of studying to catch up with friends, to catch up with one or two episodes of your favorite drama, or to play some sports. Yeah, and looking back, my time in St. Hilda's was probably the best few years of my life. I've made many good friends, and today some of my really good friends include those which I've met back in St. Hilda's. So all the best for your exams. Study hard, study smart, but don't forget to play hard as well. And treasure your time in St. Hilda's, and I hope it will be as memorable for you as it was for me. Bye!